2 weeks on, I'm privileged to have his first interview with me. And I'm going to have a conversation with him to find out, is he Korean? Does he speak Korean? Can he speak a Ghanaian language? Is he Ghanaian? Why is he holding our flag? And all the questions that you've seen people asking on social media. And whether it is a big deal to even be talking about this. I am Umaru Sanda, and this is Face to Face. You're welcome.
Somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. It's always smiles knowing we are together. Work is always effective with Nasco home appliances. No wahala, if the sun is up, we there for your appetite. Never a dull moment to go for something chill. And Nijepa, I want Nasco fear. Nasco, bring home happiness.
The grand finale of the Literacy Challenge 2025 is here! Congratulations to our top 10 finalists. But the big question is, who out of our top 10 wins the ultimate prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis, the Glitzy Trophy, and the bragging rights as the Literacy Challenge winner for 2025? Support your favorite student, support your school, and let's promote literacy in Ghana. Tune in live to Channel 1 TV for the grand finale on Saturday, 16th August 2025. Venue, Alisa Hotel Ridge, Accra. Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Call 0205-973-973 for more details. The Literacy Challenge 2025 is powered by 97.3 City FM, supported by Channel 1 TV, and sponsored by Belmu and GB Assessment.
One of President Mahama's most talked about appointments is a person he named to hold the flag of Ghana in the South Korean Republic. Now, the reason is when people saw the name, they wondered, who is this guy? And when they saw his picture, they were like, why are we sending a Korean to Korea to represent us? And it generated lots of talk after the appointment was made public. 2 weeks on, I'm privileged to have his first interview with me, and I'm going to have a conversation with him to find out, is he Korean? Does he speak Korean? Can he speak a Ghanaian language? Is he Ghanaian? Why is he holding our flag? And all the questions that you've seen people asking on social media, and whether it is a big deal to even be talking about this. I am Umaru Sanda, and this is Face to Face. You're welcome. My guest on Face to Face today is His Excellency, Ghana's Ambassador to South Korea, Kojo Choi. You're welcome to Face to Face.
Thank you, Maru.
How are you doing?
By the grace.
Everything
well.
Fine?
Well, we're going through a very difficult time.
Yes, indeed.
But we're doing our best to go through it.
Yes, indeed. It's a period that Ghana is mourning. Did you know any of the people who passed?
Yes, especially the defense minister. We've known each other for a while.
Okay.
And we have finally decided that we're coming to meet. And I was in Korea. I just went to Korea for a short visit. And we're all excited. He actually wanted us to meet this last Thursday. And because I was coming a bit later, I pushed it to this week. The night before the accident around 11 p.m. in Korea. No, 8 a.m. in Korea was 11 p.m. here. We cheerfully exchanged all our communications, and his last words to me was, safe flight, with this emoji of airplane on it. And around 11 p.m. Korea time, I saw the heartbreaking news. And
Of the crash.
it wasn't really a crash, it was a capsized
Okay.
helicopter. And I saw this helicopter having flown presidents in the previous Thanksgiving tour, and I really crushed, and my heart started pumping, and I was just praying that there shall be no loss of life. And I was quite optimistic because it wasn't, there was no fire outbreak. It was just a helicopter that was capsized. So after 30 minutes, news comes that 4 people are feared dead, and the names started coming, and I saw my friend whom I just spoke in the morning. And since then, I've been very uneasy. I just rushed and came to mourn with Mother Ghana. You know the feeling when you have a running stomach, and you have taken a journey, and you have to ease yourself, and you're holding on to.
Yeah, it's difficult.
That's how I am right now.
It's difficult.
Yeah, that's how I am right now. So
Condolences to you and indeed to the entire nation.
Yes.
I mean, it's been a big blow. I was having my own issues, so I haven't been able to, but it's all good. God knows best.
Yes.
That's what we can see. Let's talk about your appointment.
Sure.
I mean, did you see all the social media furore over your appointment?
It wasn't intended, but the day after the appointment, before the news broke out, I had some meetings that I have been postponing in Korea. So I took off to Korea. And so all this national debates and social media, I only got to know when I got there. And I realized that so many people were trying to get hold of me, but I was nowhere to be found. So it wasn't really intended, but it rather happened to be a better at the end of the day, if I look back, because everybody has spoken. And as people were speaking, I think we all came to the understanding that this, in fact, is something that has been, delayed for so long. Because I saw somebody writing an article from Nigeria, somebody who was born there, a German who was born Jos in Nigeria, and he speaks fluent Hausa.
Okay.
But Nigeria doesn't give nationality through birth. You have to go through a certain naturalization process.
Yeah.
It's such tedious process.
Same with Ghana.
Same with Ghana.
Same with Ghana.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is your first ever interview.
It is.
We're privileged to be the ones to interview you here on Channel 1 TV and also for FaceToFace. And I'm personally, I was excited by your appointment, and I wrote about it. So I possibly have my own biases, but would ask the questions as we have to ask them.
Sure.
So who are you? Who's Kojo Choi?
It's a question I ask myself all the time. I was born in Korea.
South Korea.
South Korea, yes. Anybody walking free, Korean, you have to comfortably presume they're from South Korea.
Okay.
I came here when I was 14.
You came here at age 14.
14. I followed my parents who...
So you're from Seoul or outside?
Well, Seoul. I lived in Seoul. I lived in the province where I was born.
Okay, which one is that?
It's called Gangwon province. It's
Okay.
in the east of Korea.
You came here as a teenager, 14.
I'm 14 years old.
With your mom, your dad?
My parents were sent here as missionaries.
Okay.
Korean Presbyterian missionaries.
Okay. The Presby Church is big in Korea?
Yeah, Korea. Presby is the biggest denomination.
In Korea.
And ever since I came here, I've actually walked a very unique life.
Are you the only child?
No, we are 3.
You the first or last? Or
I'm
middle?
the last.
Oh, just like me.
Yes.
Last month.
Last month.
Nice. And so you came with your parents here
Yes.
and lived where?
I lived all my youthful days in Tema.
Which part of Tema?
Tema, I started living from Community 10
Okay.
Moved to Community 6, and later moved to Community 12.
Okay.
And actually, Ashaman is the very first place where I started my business.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of business in Ashama?
In 1999, when I decided that I wasn't going back to Korea or to US, I graduated from my high school and went to University of Ghana in 1999.
So which high school did you go to?
Okay, let me start from when I came. When
Yeah.
I came, I went to SOS JSS. It's
In Tema. Not far from my school, Tema Secondary School.
Yes, that's right, Tema Boys.
Yes, Tema Boys, yeah. I used to go to Felisa nightclub.
Oh yeah,
Tema
but I'm not a nightclub person, but
No,
I know where it is.
I also just know it. I don't go there.
Oh my
You are a son of a missionary. I'm not supposed to be going to Felisa. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, so all my friends who were then Koreans went to school like GIS.
So when you came, was GSS?
Yeah, GSS 1.
So you did GSS 1 at
2,
SOS?
3 SOS.
Herman.
I'm a minor school.
Okay.
And I was the only foreigner, I was the only Korean.
You're the
in
only
school.
white-skinned person.
Yes, Hobroni Koko.
Okay.
You know.
They were calling you Obroni Koko.
Hobroni Koko.
If it was in my village, the children would have followed you and be shouting and singing after you. Luckily, this time they see a lot of white people. So
Yeah.
okay. So you did the whole school for how many years?
Well, from JSS 1 to 3, I finished my JSS in Tema, and I wrote the entrance exam to SOS College. It was quite a difficult examination that you have to really compete. And I entered into University SOS College. It was a boarding school, and I spent 5 years at SOS College. And from SOS College, I went to University of Ghana. I studied business administration.
Legon.
Yes.
Which year did you go to Legon?
1999, and I graduated in 2002.
Okay.
And I'm a proud Vandal.
Oh, I see you in a Vandal city.
Yes, I'm a Vandal.
Were you doing Vandal things?
Oh, when everybody was singing their own nom, you know, and
You're
I
so
was praying for them from the chapel flat.
Okay. All right. And then, so after Legon, did you do any other schooling?
From Legon, not really.
Okay.
The only professional course I did was diploma in acupuncture.
Okay.
So I actually veered
Acupuncture?
into yes.
The thing that they use the
needles.
thing to.
Needles.
Yeah, they did that to me. You can do that.
Yeah, of course. I'm a qualified doctor in acupuncture.
When we finish, can you do that for
Of
me?
course,
You lay
yeah.
on my couch, your couch, and then you do that.
Be
for
my
me.
guest.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So what's your profession? I'm a journalist. What are you?
It's a very difficult question again. I'm a business executive. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a missionary. I think this
Do you
qualifies.
run a church?
I don't do it by myself. My brother is a missionary here,
Okay.
and he inherited the churches that my father supported and planted. So yes, indirectly, I am into
Where's that
ministry.
church?
They are mainly in Upper East region of Ghana and Afram Plains. So those are the places where I used to go with my father when I was a young kid.
Upper East.
Yeah.
Which towns is that Upper East?
It's in Bongo district.
Bongo.
So it is at Fio, Namo, and
Bongo,
Sampolgo. Sampolgo. So we have churches in these areas.
And the ones in Afram Plains?
Afram Plains, Virginia, Akateng, there are
You know
quite a
Akateng?
few. Oh yeah, of course.
I see.
Adoso, all that.
So you
section,
go and
volleyball.
preach. You go and do
I
missionary work.
actually do preach when I go.
In which language?
Oh, when you go there, it's a whole different language. Fra
Okay.
and Dangbe and Ewe. So we have the pastors who are there with us interpret from
Okay.
English to their
But
local
you
dialect.
preach in English.
Yes, I do.
Do you speak? Okay, which Ghanaian languages do you speak?
So when I was naturalizing in 1999,
Good. So let's talk about that one. So you
Yeah.
came as a non-Ghanaian,
it's
non-citizen
not Ghanaian, yes.
at age 14.
Yes.
Your parents were not Ghanaians either.
No.
When did you decide to become Ghanaian?
I had the opportunity of going to study in the US. My school at SOS College, everybody applied to about 15 to 20 schools, and they would choose the school that they'll get admissions. I was going to apply to many schools also, but my father one day called me and sat me down and said, "Son, why do you want to leave Ghana? You could stay here and you could be a different person altogether." So honestly, I also wanted to leave, but I decided that I would stay. And with a solemn vow to myself that I'm not going to look back, I decided to naturalize. That was in the year 1999.
So you naturalized in 99.
Yes.
What was the procedure? You had to go through immigration.
Oh yeah, no. You have to go through Ministry of Interior,
Yeah.
and they'll organize BNI to come and interview you, do all your fact checks.
And interview your friends.
Of course, yeah, they go everywhere.
Nathan and Co.
Oh yeah, of course, they go everywhere.
Okay.
You know, it took me how many years? I got naturalized in the year 2015.
Are
so
you
you can
serious?
imagine from 1999 when I applied, it took me how many? 16 years to naturalize.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a long one. I think the requirements are cumbersome, is it?
Well, you have to speak one of the dialect.
So which one
Is it
were you
must?
able to speak?
Oh, I brought my BC certificate where I had 5 in Chi, Ashanti Chi. So I can speak my BC Chi.
You can.
Yeah.
Give it a try. Say something. I don't even know what you should say, but my tree isn't that good either. First time I got exposed to tree was when I came to Damascus, so
Okay, let me
tree.
let me try.
Mienka
So,
tree. And see, Anope did then.
No, I'll let me fire.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my BC Chi
Mm-hmm.
because from JSS I went to SOS College.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't allow us to speak any other language than English.
Oh,
It was a boarding school.
Okay.
It was a boarding school
Okay.
where they only allowed us to speak in English and either French or Swahili as your second language. I was graceful enough to pick a Pidgin as my third language in
English
SOS
Pidgin.
College. It's a beautiful language. But let me try my BC Chi. So actually wrote, Chi,
You wrote and got 5.
Oh, who examines? Who scores my exam paper?
No,
it's
that's
the
big.
YA.
Yeah, it's YA.
It's not my teacher.
And that's a big deal.
So okay, ebusuafo, minuano, midindi Kojo Choi, na mi free Korea.
That be CC at the Ghana.
Mi CCI mi free Ghana, but originally but I me by Ghana no. Mintishi, Minkashi.
But Uti Korean.
Of course, yes. So mi ko SOS, JSS or Tema, mi Suachi. Mi ko chure Ashanti Chi. Minya 5.
Aggregate 5.
Madam Fubako now, which is 6 and 7.
Onusu Oyedeni. Onusu free Korea.
No. Okay, nani.
Only a Ghana. No, 6.
6 and 7.
Okay.
So when him say 5, a pass mark. Ain't easy. Ain't easy.
Bonsema. No. What's it tree? That's impressive. Now, apart from tree, which language did you play with? Ghanaian language did you play with that you think you can speak a word or two?
When you go to the Upper Eastern region, they only speak Frafra.
Gruni.
And I used to go there when I was very young. And
So you pick a few words?
yeah, sure.
Can you count up to 10?
Oh no.
Okay, what can you say?
That's my Benicio.
I cannot speak it at all. So anything you say now to be subject to the viewers. so what can you say?
Whenever you go, you greet a person by saying "Awane," it means how are you? Then the answer is like fine. Then basically all the time it's toma. It means whenever they're farming, you go, you greet the person toma. Yeah. So that was my childhood experience.
In Afram Plains, they speak Dangbe ever. You didn't get a word of those ones.
Well, I only know the words that the viewers wouldn't want to hear. The easiest, the words that you learn when
Insults.
you start.
Forever or for Dangbe?
No, ever.
Forever.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
we'll leave it at there.
I'm trying to imagine the ever words.
But you learn a song, when you just go like 2, 4, 3, 2, sleep.
Mama me love ya,
Papa me love ya.
Now that is what do you call it? The thing you sing for children to sleep. They call it what? There's a word.
Lullaby.
You have 6 children, so I'm sure you've sung two Bobby to 6 times in your life. I mean, for 6 generations.
Yeah, I wanted to be really, adapted as, Mimo Mupakun, So one area to qualify is our average birth rate. where Korea is giving birth now 0.7, per family.
So less than a child.
Less than a child, yes.
Is there anything like less than a child? At least one child, or at most one child.
Yes, that's happening there.
That's what happens in Korea.
Yes, yes.
A family would have at most one child.
Yes, now 0.7, 0.8.
And in Ghana, what's the average?
I think it's 4. 3.7, 4.
And you give a bonus of 2 more.
2, so it means I could
Let's talk about marriage. Where did you find your wife?
My wife is also a pastor's daughter who came to Ghana to study mission and English. So she was schooling at Legon when I met her.
So the two of you were supposed to come and do mission
and
you went to do missionary.
Something happened there.
Okay.
But I saw on the social media that he's not a Ghanaian, because if he's a Ghanaian, he should have married our woman.
Okay.
When I was very young, I had a mentor. His name is Elijah Banda.
Oh.
Yeah,
Antrak,
yes. Antrak. I used to visit his office every now and then. He would tell me all this history of Hausa, stories of flocking his cattle and all. And he told me, Kojo,
Fulani, from my ethnic group.
Fulani. He told me, Kojo, don't do 2 things in Ghana. I said, okay, Daddy, what are they? Number 1, don't go into politics. You are different. Your color is different. Okay, Daddy, what is the second one? Don't go after our women. That woman could be someone that someone else is so much in love with.
Oh my God!
So I was following my late uncle's advice. So she happens to be a Korean.
Okay.
But her heart and her, everything is. She loves Ghana so much.
Has she naturalized too?
In the process, we actually thought about it, but I'm the only one who have naturalized.
But when you have naturalized and you're a citizen, automatically she can also work towards becoming one.
Yes, but the issue is that Korean government doesn't allow dual citizenship. Oh. So when you're applying for a citizenship, basically you are surrendering the other.
Wait, so currently you are not a Ghanaian Korean, you are just a Ghanaian?
I'm a sole Ghanaian.
You're not a Korean? So if you're going to Korea, you need a visa?
Yeah, so this time, I arrived in Korea just 2 weeks ago, and I was going through the immigrations. I was queuing for my turn at the foreigners section. Mm-hmm. And my good friend, Ochami Kwame, called me that, Charlie, congratulations, who are you? I said, well, I'm in Korea. Which passport do you use to go through? Actually, I'm here standing with my Ghanaian passport. Then I sent him the copy of my landing card, my Ghanaian passport to my friend Ochami Kwame. And guess what he did? He posted online.
Oh my God, the rap doctor! Why did you do that?
So I quickly, told him that, quickly take it off. But we Ghanaians are very fast. But he said, Kojo, listen, this is one touch. Everybody will know that you're Ghanaian. This is one touch.
Wow. Yeah. Tell him that the next time he does a rap song, you should mention your name in there.
Okay, I'll tell him.
I think you should use the mini Kojo Choi,
I'll tell him,
and then you should add my name inside.
Yeah, Umaru.
You should add Umaru inside. Oh, so you don't have a South Korean passport? No, I don't. You only have Ghanaian passport. Yes. And you've had a Ghanaian passport since 2015. So currently you're a full Ghanaian. Do you have another citizenship outside Ghana?
No, I don't.
No US, nothing?
No, I
So
don't.
only one passport, Ghana?
Only one passport, Ghana passport.
And you're representing Ghana in Korea. When your neighbors or your father's siblings see you and they ask you, what the hell are you doing here holding red, gold, and green? What do you say to them?
I would like to rewind the time to the time of Kwame Nkrumah. Mm-hmm. At the time Ghana gained independence and Kwame Nkrumah was now dispatching his first batch of ambassadors. Mm-hmm. He actually appointed one Greek businessman, his name was Laventis, to France. Ghana happens to be Kwame Nkrumah's nation to begin our republic. And I went to school at SOS College where they really preach on the Pan-Africanism. So this motto of the school was knowledge in the service of Africa. He couldn't succeed because Laventis didn't have the Ghanaian nationality, but the foreign nationality. Okay. So what our president did this time is it basically shows what a Pan-Africanist being Kwame Nkrumah has tried, that he might have known, he may not have known, but what is important is our nation delivering its values with the resources that we have. So if you look at Japan, you see national players from Togo or from Senegal.
Don't go for
Right.
France.
France,
When
look,
they won the
90%,
wo- when they won
95%.
97.3%.
All Africans, you know.
Let me take a break. I'll come back.
Sure.
This is Face to Face on Channel 1 Television. I'm Umaru Sanda. My guest is Ambassador Kojo Choi, Ghana's ambassador designate to South Korea. And we're having a conversation about his childhood. When we come back, we'll talk about this ambassadorial role that he's been given and his citizenship, allegiance, and nationality, those three things. Recall what happened with Jachi Kwesin. I'll ask him to explain those things. And then we'll also talk about what the relationship between Ghana and South Korea is in terms of trade and trade volumes. Please stay.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness, ministering live Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus, also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabi Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rima City of Worship.
In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. It's always smiles knowing we are together. Work is always effective with Nasco Home Appliances. Classic home appliance for the fisher folks. Any jepa, I want Nasco fie. Nasco, bring home happiness.
You're welcome back. This Face to Face, my guest, Ambassador Kojo Choi, Ghana's representative to the, is it Republic of South Korea? Is that the proper title?
Republic of Korea
Republic
or
of-
South Korea.
Also Republic of Korea or South Korea. So if you say Republic of Korea, includes North, or?
No, it doesn't. They call themselves democratic.
Oh, they call
Yes.
themselves democratic. Very beautiful, isn't it?
People's Democratic Republic.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So your wife is yet to fully work towards becoming a Ghanaian citizen. How about your kids? You have
No, they have both passports.
they have both passports. Is it allowed now that they can hold both
They can
passports?
decide. It's going to be their choice to make when they turn 18 years old.
Okay.
Yes.
So your 6 children, how old is the oldest?
Oldest is 15, 20, 16.
Okay.
My last is 1 year and 2 months old.
You are working,
Very,
pal.
very, very busy.
You dey work, wow.
Too much.
You know the bed.
No, I know the
You know the bed. I see. Any interesting names you give to them?
They have a compound name of Korean and Bible name,
Okay.
and they each have Ghanaian names, which
Okay.
is not
On the birth.
on the paper.
Okay.
So, for example, I'm also Joseph. My English Bible name is Joseph.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so my mom.
Do you know Joseph is a nickname for a cat
a
in the
cat.
Volta region here?
Oh yeah.
So if you go to Volta region, someone will eat
So,
you. Yeah. Okay, meow. And then but you so okay. I didn't even ask you. How did you pick Kojo as your name? And before you had Kojo,
yeah.
what were you called when you came to Ghana?
So my Korean name is Choi.
Okay.
And when I was naturalizing in 1999, I mean, Choi already sounds very foreign.
Foreign.
Already, Choi is already foreign.
As if your face is not foreign
Yeah,
enough.
and-
Your name too.
Yes. So I decided that it is going to be, it was very big decision that I was making, and I needed to, come out with something that would symbolize the decision that I took. And what I did was to adopt a name.
A day name, so you're Monday
Day name.
born. Just like me, I'm also Kojo.
No, very interesting. From Monday to Sunday, and I was tempting for the name Kojo because it's very simple to remember. But actually, I'm supposed to be Kobna. Kobla.
So you're a Tuesday born.
Yeah, but the thing is, the time I was born in Korea was still Monday here. So that qualifies me to become Kojo. So I adopted the name, Kojo. And,
So you are a Monday born in Ghana, a Tuesday born in Korea.
Yes.
How many hours different?
9 hours difference.
Oh, then that makes sense.
9 hours.
So when your mom was in labor, it crossed over to Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of
And
sense.
to joke a bit more on the name, as I grew up, in the internet these days have made everything easy. You can book everything online and everything. But back in the days, you had to call for a restaurant, for a hotel, or anything. And hello, I want to book. What's your name? Kojo Choi. Kojo what? Kojo Choi. Kojo what? Kojo Chum. Kojo Chum. Then I get my access and I go there and tell them, "Oh, you misheard. It's actually Kojo Chum." Yeah, it's very interesting.
So you're AKA Kojo Chum. Oh wow, interesting. Did you face discrimination, racism against you growing up because of your color?
I will say in the positive way and also in the negative way.
Okay.
I believe it is something that happens with every body at every places. So as I came to Ghana when I was 14 years old, JSS1, no single word in English, nothing, and
So you learned your English here?
Yeah, everything here from JSS1, and I was actually center of certain joke and laughter because of my color.
Yeah.
And the fact that I couldn't speak English. And I'll tell you a very funny incident. I couldn't say anything, and my name, my surname, is actually means something interesting in Chi.
Yes, I've been trying to avoid that in my mind from saying it that way.
We are very smart.
And luckily, it is not CHW, it is CHOI, so we will survive with that.
So, whilst I was actually going through thinking, hey, my life in Ghana is going to be tough. I see my friends playing table tennis in one corner, and I was a very good table tennis player when I was young in Korea. Asians are known for their table tennis, and I was standing there watching them, and PE teacher looked at me, showing the bad, to play. Like, he made me come and play, and I happened to have played with a school champion, and guess what? I just beat him right there and there. The following day, without knowing anything, they were telling me some things I couldn't understand. The following day when I went to the school, the PE teacher gave me a school uniform, a jersey to wear. And the whole school, JSS, walked from our school compound to a star school in Community 6. There was actually an inter-school competition, table tennis. And I was just picked as a...
You're the rep. You had just won the title to be the representative. Did you manage to win that though?
God is so wonderful. God always prepares something for you to make your stay in your life, enjoyable. So I went there. My school champion beat them. We were 1-0 against them, and the second player, Willows, who became 1-1. His name was Ziggy Willows, 1-1. And I was the last player to play against. Can you imagine?
Everything, all the attention on you.
And I'm like, Lord, this is the only chance I have.
If you mess up, you are done. Yeah.
God being so gracious. It was such a nice display, and I became a star all of a sudden.
Wow, celebrity.
Yeah. So what you were worried about, basically stopped all of a sudden, and I became.
Were you the only white-skinned person in your school at the time, or there were others?
Oh well, there were a few.
Okay, so you were in the... Okay.
But then I was only Asian and Asian. Foreigner.
Did people think you were Chinese?
Yeah, Ching Chong Chan.
That's what they call you.
Yeah, Ching Chong Chan.
Now, so you're Korean, not Chinese. Over here, we know Jet Li, we know Chinese movie, we know Jackie Chan. Yes. Those are the people we know. Yes. And forgive me, but the looks kind of similar.
I was in Korea, and when I was a bit dull, I was reading the comments. People's what do you call it, reviews? No, like every social media. I advise you, whenever you have dull moments, go and read people's comments, and somebody said, "This is our Jackie Chan," or no, "This is our Jet Li," and I just laughed and laughed and laughed, and it brought me memories of my childhood in Ghana.
But of course, Korea is different from China. They speak Chinese or Cantonese or whatever. You speak Korean. But do you understand Chinese?
Chinese, when you are in Korea, from your elementary school, they teach you Chinese.
Chinese, okay.
So I know how to write and read just a little bit of elementary level, but I speak fluent Korean.
So right now you've given me a bit of your chi. You've mentioned a few words in Frafra or Grone. The other one you cannot say it. You say it off record. No language coming. But you're originally Korean, of course. That's where you are by birth.
Yes.
So you can speak Korean. Say a few things that will not be very offensive. Let me see. So let me say something like, hello viewers. My name is Kojo Choi. I am speaking to you on Channel 1 television.
Okay, I'm going to say...
And I'm honored to be Ghana's representative to South Korea. Something like that.
Okay. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 코조 최입니다. 하나님께서 하시는 일은 너무나 놀랍습니다. 제가 가나를 대표해서 한국으로 주 한국 가나 대사로 아마 다음 달부터 일을 하게 됩니다. 가나를 위해서 최선을 다하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
How do I say thank you?
감사합니다.
감사합니다. Let's move on and talk about your business now. Before you are appointed, were you political? Are you a member of NDC?
I told you the advice of my late uncle.
I said
no,
but the second advice on not marrying a Ghanaian bit, I think now you can. You see, do it under...
Advise me.
Yes.
I'm interested.
Do it under customary law. And I'm hoping your wife is not watching right now.
I hope so.
Yeah. Let's hope she's put on the TV.
You have to meet afterwards.
But you can marry under customary law of Ghana, and then you can have like 3 or 4 more.
I'll come for more consultation.
Yeah. Or become a Muslim like me, and then you are guaranteed 4 if you want it. So you can get a wife from Upper East, another one from Afram Place, then one from Greater.
And I end up with how many children?
Now that you have 6 with 1, if you get 6 times 4, that's 32? Or how many? My math is not good, but
tomorrow,
24.
I'll pray about it and I'll give a serious thought about it and I'll come back to you.
Amen. Hallelujah. God help you. So, you're not political?
I've never been political. Never. I know a lot of people in MPP. For example, our company PaySwitch. It was Dr. Mahmoud Baamia who came.
You run PaySwitch?
Yes, it's a company that I've co-founded with my partner Nathan.
Okay.
And he actually came and launched our company.
Dr. Baamia.
People thought we were political, but you know that he is very interested in digitalization and what we do. So there was nothing political about it. I had Mrs. Rebecca Akufuado coming to launch and open our gallery, which is in Oxford Street. She happens to love art, and she knew what I was doing. I was trying to support the budding artists. I'm not here to celebrate well-known and rich artists. So she having understood what I was trying to do, she came in. So I have a lot of friends in
the
politics.
NPP.
Yeah, NPP. Also in NDC as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never ever, lobbied or I've sponsored. I've always been a very quiet business entrepreneur, missionary in Ghana.
So, do you have a relationship with President Mahama?
Well, he's a vandal, as you know.
Okay.
When he became becoming vice president, the vandal chose 5 vandal members to go and congratulate him. I happened to be one of the 5.
Oh.
I used to run restaurants. It's called Le Must in La Vallée.
Oh, Le Must is for you?
Yes, Le Must.
Oh,
it used to be.
I have a friend there. He invited me to come and eat. I have not figured it out yet. I thought it was Japanese restaurant.
Actually, Le Must means Le Must. It's like a must. It's a must in French. It's a French restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So running such fine dining, you have politicians working from every corners. So I became close to them. So again, His Excellency the President, I met him there. Also a few other places, but the place that he really, caught his attention on me, was he was invited to speak as the keynote speaker in 3 years ago in a conference called Korea Africa Business Summit. And I was also invited to speak in one of the panels. So he basically saw me, in Korea, being with Koreans, working with very high-level Korean politicians. He saw that, but he's one of us, but he's so fluid and so, So he said he believed that you will do very well for Ghana if I appoint you, to Korea. So nothing political, purely based on the competence, and of course time is the only judge to show with evidence and proofs that the decision was a right decision.
Who called you, and when did that person call you to say, hey, Kojo Choi, you are going to be ambassador? And I mean officially.
Yeah, so interestingly, I went to pay a visit to one of the senior citizens in Ghana. So I know him for many, many years. My SOS HIC, the college, gave me that platform to meet many citizens of the nation. And also my first business, which was into advertising. In advertising, when you're a very good graphic designer, the CEOs really want to see you in person and they want to tell you what they want. So that is how I got into the scene, business scene in Ghana. So when I went to greet the person that, I'm going to be the ambassador to Korea, the first question was, since when have you been political? Because I know that you are not. And I told him I am not.
So was it President Mahama who called you to say, hey, Kojo, I'm giving you an appointment, or he made someone in his office call you? How did you hear officially of the announcement?
Just before I mention that, I have my first child who is schooling in Kenya.
Okay.
And I was busy. I visit my daughter all the time
in Kenya. Okay.
And having visited Kenya, I felt that I could add some value in Kenya as well, because they're also looking at creating employment, and I wanted to create a story in Kenya of working with the grassroots and young people. So I thought of what business can I do and really help this part of world as Kenya as well. And I started a restaurant business, a fast food restaurant business.
Okay.
So I opened one gallery in the biggest mall in Kenya. It's called Two Rivers Mall.
In Nairobi.
In Nairobi. Just like what I have in Oxford Street, Art Africa Gallery. And I opened 4 fast food joints in Kenya. So I was busy training the young Kenyan colleagues of mine how to make powders, how to fry chicken, so I was basically in the kitchen.
Wearing an apron?
Yeah, apron. I was just frying kitchen, and I was frying kitchen, and a call came through. And when I picked, it was the president.
And he said what?
Kojo, activate all your contacts in Korea. I'm giving you the matching order. I want you to represent us in Korea, that I believe that you'll be best at it.
I hope you're not frying onions at the time, because that would affect you. Your tears may come up. What was your reaction? How did you feel immediately?
Well, it was mixed. First, I've worked very hard, and I know my father has really served Ghanaians, and I've seen him and I've supported him, serving, our people. And the school that I attended, SOS College, teaches about true Pan-Africanism. And even our school motto is knowledge in the service of Africa. And I didn't, go back to where I originally came from. I decided to stay and not to look back. So the call that came through, so many, the flashes of events and my life that I've lived in Ghana was just passing 3 seconds. You know when that happens, no? It passed through you.
But did you hesitate? Did you think, no, let me not take up this position? Or you were like, no, let me go for it, let me help?
I believe I'm a Christian.
Okay.
And being a good Christian is to stay where God wants one to be at and obey the call of duty. So I believe that God wanted, me to be used at this time for the nation Ghana. And I knew pretty much He's not sending me there to be stepping on red carpets.
Yeah.
I'm not there to promote any form of, let's say, of course, diplomacy, but He's sending me there for a business.
So you're a diplomat. Okay, you see yourself as a businessman who is going to engage in diplomacy.
Yes, he actually spoke a lot about diplomacy, economic diplomacy,
Yeah.
business diplomacy. Those were his words.
Yeah.
And appointing me is a clear, good example of what he has been here. He said.
So in Ghana here currently before, and I'm going to take a quick break, but what businesses do you run? PaySwitch? What else?
So I can tell you, in 1999, I started advertising company. It was called Billboard.
Billboard.
So I was one of the first pioneers who brought the large digital printing machines.
Okay.
It was in 1999.
Okay. And what else have you done in terms of business? You've done Limos?
From there, I opened the biggest internet cyber cafe on campus, Legon. It was 100 computers.
Okay.
It was called Speedstar.
On campus, University of Ghana.
Central Cafeteria, Commonwealth Hall.
Okay.
After that, I set up payphone booths.
Okay.
When the mobile telephony was so expensive and people were only flashing.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah.
When I flash,
Flashing
it means I miss you. If 2 minutes, you call me back. So
you did that?
Yeah, payphone booths. That was ITEL.
Okay.
Booths.
On campus.
And then Nanatel.
Okay.
Is authorized distributorship with MTN, Ghana.
For scratch cards?
Yeah, we started from scratch cards.
Okay.
SIM cards
Okay.
for Eastern and Volta regions.
Okay. What else have you done?
Restaurant business, Basilisa.
Oh, Basilisa.
Le Mast.
Did you start Basilisa?
Yes, I started.
You started,
Basilisa.
but you don't own it.
I saw the interest when I started PaySwitch because we needed to mobilize funds.
And Limos, you still have interest shares?
The food business in Ghana, I have sold the shares to my brother.
Okay. What else do you have?
PaySwitch, which is really our passion.
Okay.
And our dream.
Okay.
The whole reason why we started PaySwitch was because I looked into why and how did Korea and US advance so quick, so fast, and I realized that they leveraged on a tool called credit.
Okay. So and we are doing this interview at PaySwitch. I've seen you have so many. How many employees do you have?
At one point in time, Nanatel in particular.
No, I mean just for PaySwitch.
PaySwitch, we should have about 60.
Wow.
60.
60. He has 60 employees. He has 6 children. This is FaceToFace on Channel 1 television. When we come back, the real deal of what he's going to do for us in Seoul when he goes to fly our flag there is what I'll be asking him. The business deals that he's going to help us make, opportunities and all of that. Please stay with us. This is FaceToFace.
The grand finale of the Literacy Challenge 2025 is here! Congratulations to our top 10 finalists. But the big question is, who out of our top 10 wins the ultimate prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis, the Glitzy Trophy, and the bragging rights as the Literacy Challenge winner for 2025? Support your favorite student, support your school, and let's promote literacy in Ghana. Tune in live to Channel 1 TV for the grand finale on Saturday, 16th August 2025. Venue, Alisa Hotel Ridge, Accra. Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Call 0205-973-973 for more details. The Literacy Challenge 2025 is powered by 97.3 City FM, supported by Channel 1 TV, and sponsored by Belmu and GB Assessment.
You're welcome back. I'm still having a conversation with Ambassador Kojo Choi, Ghana's ambassador designate to the Republic of South Korea. Now, Ghanaian business people often mention China when they are going to do business, when they are going to import goods. How significant is Korea as a business partner for Ghana? So if you're a businessman in Ghana, what kind of things do you bring from Korea?
Well, you just mentioned business that private business people will do with the country.
Yes.
So let me just maybe delve into that. So all this while, from Ghana and Korea, if you think of it, is all about used vehicles. So remember vehicles like Kola and all other vehicles, all the Greys, minivans, and Hyundai and Kia. So yes, many of our businessmen would go and bring spare parts and cars from Korea. That actually is the biggest business right now.
So Abosokai people do a lot of business
Sure.
there. Okay.
Sure. But you see, trade between countries go beyond that. So that is basically one side of a thing. If you're talking about diplomacy, economic diplomacy, that now involves two nations. Ambassador is positioned in a very unique place. The person can decide to do nothing
And just enjoy.
enjoy. The person can decide to do few concentrated projects. At the same time, somebody like me, who is very entrepreneurial, could look into every corners. So areas where one would believe is not for ambassador, if it would benefit our country,
It would enter.
we have to go and see what is in there.
So what are you looking at from here? And without you being a spy, because you have knowledge from both sides, and now you are trying to do things that will benefit Ghana. What are the things that you sit here and like, I know that in Korea A, B, C, D is good, and this is something I can bring to Ghana. What are the areas you're of interest that you think you can?
You know, if you think of Korea as very high tech, very industrial place, they really need, at the moment they need an exit strategy. Because China has really caught up with technology. They've really brought down the prices. So many companies in Korea are looking for ways and means of being able to go to the next journey. I believe that Ghana and Africa can provide that platform for them. Of course, there are certain conditions and environment that is suitable for them. They only come when they know it's beneficial to them. Ghana will only have them when we know it's beneficial to us. The problem has been all this while with such relationship was that there wasn't good balance of benefits. So a good ambassador understanding business, being able to really balance for win-win, I believe a lot could be done in that sense. But beyond that, just look at how even Korea was of receiving end, some 50 years ago. Germany granted the miners and nurses from Korea to come and work in Germany. Korea has quite an extensive employment program, but they have only opened it to Southern Asians. There's no single quota that is given to Africa. I've seen Ghana having signed something with Germany, like Kenya did some time ago. I'm hopeful that it's going to be it might not be easy, but I want to see as many skilled Ghanaian professionals really helping in the areas where Korea needs, and being able to bring foreign exchange into the country. You just talked about our brother who just passed away, talking about modernizing the military. So we only don't want the retiring equipment and vessels, but we should be able to negotiate and get the modern and the best equipment from Korea. And for me, that should be also the
military
role of
hardware.
Yes, because Korea is world's top 5 military powerhouse. They make planes to tanks, and they make everything. So, ambassador's role is such that it gives you that flexibility, being able to look into every corners that will benefit a nation such as Ghana.
Okay.
And for me, President knew exactly what he wanted from me, and I just have to do my best to prove to him that his decision was the right one.
That's right. When do you formally start work? When do you formally go and stay in Seoul as a representative here?
I understand that the Ghanaian government has written agreement, is a document informing them of
Your
the appointment. It is now left for the Korean government to endorse it. So when they endorse that is when I am able to go there.
And hold yourself as...
Yes.
Last question before we leave. How would you deal with a conflict of interest situation?
I don't see conflict of interest here.
At all?
I don't. I'm saying this because...
And I'm asking this because you're Korean not by law.
Yes.
But you're Korean. You're Ghanaian by law. So
See,
you are Korean by being and Ghanaian by law. How do you balance the two?
Okay, let me use this term. When Ghana and Korea is playing football, it puts me into real interesting situation. When I'm in Ghana and Korea is losing, and I see all the masses supporting Ghana, I'm the bad one to support Korea because what? They are losing. I just want them to be consoled.
Yeah.
When I'm in Korea and the football game is played between Ghana and Korea, you know what? I'm 200% out for Ghana.
Ghana.
When I am there, whether we are winning or not,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
200% for Ghana. Do you know why? The masses are Koreans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now talking about this business diplomacy, who do you think has won all this while? Think about it. What do we stand to lose? I believe that there's no conflict of interests. All that we want, you see,
So Ghanaians can trust that you represent their interest to the optimum.
Of course.
We wish you all the best in your new position and congratulations for your appointment, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Umaru.
you so much.
We still have something to discuss afterwards.
We will do so.
Yes.
I know what it is. We will not talk about it on camera. I am Umaru Sanda. My guest has been Ghana's ambassador to South Korea, His Excellency Kojo Choi. The middle name I was trying to mention, it has just disappeared from my head, but we'll leave it like that. Thank you so much. Watch us again next week for another exciting interview on Channel 1.
Hello, my dear friends. This is Fred Crunchy Mensah, and I'm glad that you have joined us today on Lifeline. You know, some